My name is Luke Gerals, and I am the seller in the negotiation of the Frigo appliance sales. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'll talk about some of the strengths and weaknesses that I have picked out from my recording. So I think my first weakness was the fact that I gave out too much information to the buyer, and therefore they were easily able to find out my resistance point. And anytime that the buyer finds out or anyone finds out where the resistance point is easily, it kind of gives them an advantage, and kind of puts the ball in their court, if you will. So let's go ahead and play the recording for my first weakness. Um, I, I guess our two options here are probably well, you wanted immediate delivery. You said 1 to 2 days, but that's not an option here. So I I would be willing to do 1 week, but stand very firm on that because I can't really do much better than that. Okay, so that was the first recording. Basically, you heard my weakness there was I just gave the information straight to them without making them work for it all, really. So my second weakness was giving a concession that I was not okay with. And this actually sounds bad, but let me explain this a little bit. So before going into the negotiation, I had decided that I didn't want to go more than 5 models. Didn't want to do a variable of more than 5 models. But the reason why I ended up doing it was because I was able to get a better deal on the credit length. And since the credit length was more costly to me, I was able to give up one in the variance of the models, and able to earn more money back in the credit length option, which basically just made the deal more beneficial to me. With that being said, I think that also made the pie bigger for both of us, because they were able to get something that they wanted, and then traded it off for something that I wanted, and so we were both able to receive more than we had originally planned. So my first strength, I believe, was changing the perspective of the buyer. I believe they came in with a certain price or a certain idea in mind of what it was worth, and places that put their resistance points accordingly. And so I had to try to change the perspective of how much they thought it was worth. And so I worked really hard at that, but I don't think it worked. Although I thought I had a good plan of attack to do that, it actually ended up leading me to a concession. So let's go ahead and listen to what I did there. It's going to be difficult for us. You guys are just sitting there and waiting on a product while we have to make the product as well as get it to you. So creating many more models would just be difficult and strenuous on our team here. But it would definitely be easier on us if we were able to do less. Okay, so you heard there, basically I did a good job of trying to change their idea of what it was worth, but really didn't work after that. So we'll move on to my second strength. So my second strength, I think, was standing strong on what was important to the profit of our company. I wanted to, obviously, the thing that was most important to the profitability aspect of our company was the credit length. And so I wanted to be able to keep that down as much as possible. So here's what I did to try to do that. I'm not really comfortable with anything but G. G is where I'm most comfortable. If you're willing to come to F, 1 month to 20 days, that really is only a change of 10 days. It's not really a big change. And heck, it's February, so really it's only 8 more days. So I'm hoping that I can get you down to 20 days, because that's where I'm most comfortable. So as you can see, I did have some strengths and weaknesses both in this recording. Next time I hope to use my strengths and better capitalize on them, but at the same time I want to minimize my weaknesses. Thank you.